Hey guys, and welcome to part 3 of my build series. As you may know, I am pretty much done with building my new sim racing setup. It is right here behind me, but there are a few things that I want to add to upgrade it and completely finish it. And one of the things that I already did but didn't show you is adding a second monitor. That monitor came with my Samsung Odyssey Neo G9 57-inch monitor, so I thought it would be a good idea to add it to my setup in order to see a little bit more details and data when I am racing. But today in this video I am going to be installing and testing out the Trak Racer newest product. It is the haptic bass shaker kit. It just came out and I am super excited to try it. I have a butt kicker on my other sim racing rig and I absolutely love it. I think it is a must-have. If you have a sim rig, you need to have some kind of shaker. Super excited to see what this one is all about. So let me show you exactly what's in the box and what it comes with. Purchasing the entire kit means you get everything you need in this one neatly packaged box. This is the amplifier, which features two 100-watt outputs, a frequency adjustment knob and volume adjustment knobs for each channel. It feels sturdy and well made. This is the 100-watt bass shaker itself. It's made of aluminium and the underside is coated with a vibration dampening material to keep the feedback in check. I like the minimal form factor. It's not too bulky and will be able to be mounted virtually wherever you want. All the types of cables you will possibly need are included here, and one of them in particular is for this nifty little remote control, which I'll show you how I mounted to my rig later in the video. You can also add additional 100-watt shaker units for $79 each. Next, let's see how we're going to mount this. Inside of this box is Trak Racer's universal bass shaker mount, which costs an additional $89. It feels quality and is made of aluminium, and as you can see, it's made to attach directly to the bottom of your seat bracket, which I think is a perfect way to mount one of this. Since it will be directly under the center of your seat, you should get a nice balance from the vibrations that come through the seat. This mount is actually compatible with some other bass shakers too, including the butt kicker LFE, Advanced and Mini. There is also this version of a mount that would be suitable to attach to the size of an aluminum profile piece, but it's currently not available and I think Trak Racer is working on some revisions to it. Alright, so I'm about to get started with the installation, and the first thing is going to be putting the shaker on this mount. This is the mount that goes right under the seat. I'm pretty sure I have to take the seat out in order to install it properly, so that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to be doing, so let's get started. Alright guys, so I just got done installing the bass shaker. It is right under my seat here. It is kind of annoying that you have to remove the seat to be able to install it, but I think the whole process took me like 10 minutes or less, so definitely not that big of a deal. The next step is going to be connecting the shaker to the amplifier that I have right here and then connecting this to the PC. There's all the cables that you need in the box, and it comes with this installation manual which has all the details, so I think it should be fairly easy and straightforward.
A few moments later.
I just finished connecting all the wires, and as you can see, there is obviously the alimentation cable and there's that red and black cable that goes straight into the bass shaker. The only other thing that I added is the remote that comes with the kit, and as you can see, I already mounted it on the rig, so I will have a very easy access to the remote control. I just turned the device on for the first time. I put the two channel volume knobs to the max because I'm going to be using mostly the remote control that I have right here on the rig to adjust the intensity of the sound, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try it out for the first time. So here I am on the product page on the Trak Racer website, and I am about to download the device manager. So I just launched the Trak Racer software for the first time. It is called the Trak Racer Device Manager, and as you can see, I have the haptic setup right here on the left. There's a lot of room under here. I am guessing, because of the name of the software, that they're gonna be coming up with other devices that will show up in the future here. It might be wheelbases or pedals, I don't know, but I'm definitely, we'll see in the future, but I'm guessing that's where they're going. This is a beta version, I believe, of this software, so I think they're planning some big things. But let's get back to the bass shaker. Everything is on, everything is set up on the box over there, but in here, I think the first thing I have to do is enable audio output. And as you can see, there are a lot of different effects that you can basically adjust and adapt as you wish. It looks like everything is set up to 100%. So many things. Engine, bumps, damage, gear shift, road, tire lock left. But I really want to see how it feels like. So what I did is I actually set up another mic right under the seat, close to where my bass shaker is installed, so hopefully you can hear the sound that it makes, because it's gonna be really hard to tell you exactly how it feels. So let's try out the engine first. Oh, oof, that is shaking a lot. Dang, bumps. Oh, that's a lot less. That's very subtle. Road. That is nice. That helps you feel like, you know, the car is actually on. I can feel it under my feet, and there's just so much. So for now, I'm gonna try it pretty much like that. I'm probably gonna decrease the engine quite a bit because that was very, very loud. Maybe 20%. That seems more reasonable. And by the way, I have the butt kicker on my other rig on the TRX, and usually you would get those settings in SimHub, but it is, I think, really nice that they came up with their own software and that you get so many options. You can also actually change the channel on which you want to apply each of the effects, and you can choose actually both if you want to. But for now, we'll keep it to 1 for everything. I'm really curious to try it out, so let's start iRacing and see if it delivers on its promise. I'm now in iRacing, so let's try it out. Oh, the gear is pretty loud. That is so much better already. I can tell you, that makes such a difference. Oh. As I said before, I have the butt kicker on my other rig, and I think it's really a must. If you have a sim rig, you just have to have some kind of bass shaker. It really increases the immersion that much. If you have a rig, it really is a must-have. I think it's really the first accessory that I would add on any new setup. Just because it just makes it so much more immersive, and it actually helps you a little bit too. You can really feel the car under you, you feel the changes in the road, and the gears. I think the gears are so important because, you know, sometimes you might miss a shift or not realize that the shift just didn't go through, and with this you can't miss it. It's actually maybe a little bit too loud right now. May have to turn it down a little bit. And of course I have that button right here that I set up earlier, where I can really easily now adjust the strength. And a disclaimer, if you have neighbors, if you live in some kind of apartment or you have somebody under you, they're definitely they might get a little bit upset if you put it too high, because it's definitely vibrating a lot. I'm gonna turn it down.
New back flat for you.
Okay, so verdict, it is definitely a great product. It works really well. It is very similar to my butt kicker. Actually, it's very hard to differentiate them, but if there was one thing, is I really like the way that I was able to install this bass shaker kit on this rig compared to the butt kicker, just because they have that mount that goes right under your seat, and I think the feeling that you get is very uniform. You can feel the same on the left, on the right. It's like kind of comes from everywhere at the same time, which I really enjoy. It was really easy to install as well. The butt kicker has kind of that weird shape to it. The butt kicker can be attached anywhere on your rig, but definitely the shape of the one from Trak Racer I think is really perfect to fix it pretty much anywhere. I think it's a little bit smaller and it has a much simpler shape, which I think makes it just easier in my mind to just deal with. When it comes to the price, Trak Racer's base shaker kit comes at a price of $250. That's without the mount, which is an extra $89. If you don't have anything yet, you have to buy one no matter what. It is a must on a rig. If I had to choose one over the other, I would probably choose the Trak Racer just because of the mounting options. I think it's a lot easier, but that's the only reason. So really you can't go wrong with either one, but definitely add one if you don't have it yet, because it is amazing and it's a must-have if you want to make your experience more immersive. So that's gonna be it for this video. If you have any questions about the base shaker kit from Trak Racer, please let me know in the comments below. I'll make sure to answer. And if you enjoyed watching, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.